Welcome back to another mixing tutorial. Here I'm going to be sharing with you. This is mixing soca fries. I'm be showing how we get some of our templates set up here in the mix session. What we do to get the big fat sound. And I'm going to play a little bit um, of the demo here so you can see what we're doing. And to all my Facebook fans, support the Department of Youth Services YouTube page as well. Supporting all musicians, young producers. Tune in on these videos and you guys are going to learn a lot. This is share where we're sharing and learning as well. So I'm learning from you guys as well once you put your input in. So I'm going to play a demo here. And if I compare that with, let's say, international artists like Maroon 5, let's play that. I'll use my Magic AB plug. You're going to see that we got the width, depth, and the big sound. So, mixing soca, right? So let's start off with the main driver here, which is this thing right here. This is from the Illuminati pack, from the Native Instruments here. So I'm gonna roll off about 140 here. I'm not doing any compression here. Just want to keep that song as it is. So what I do, guys, I barely this is the UAD plugin alliance version of the SSL console, by the way. It's out 2019. I hardly do heavy compression unless it's required. You know, I try to think of plugins as musical instruments. You want them to enhance the sound. So this pluck song here is pretty much doing good, but I'm just rolling off some bottom end to make room. And the nature of soca, you know, you need some percussion, samba, and those stuff. So I'm using the samba drums on the instruments. I'm gonna give you a feel of what that's doing there. Let's play that part. So I have an SSL channel on this thing. When you're high passing, guys, don't try to take out too much of the low end. Just remove what you don't need. Or sometimes just leave the low end if that's not getting in the way, right? So how I set up my mix sessions is always the same for me. I've learned this from Beyonce's producer and a lot more. I have three main bus, drums, music, vocals. So all my lead vocals, harmonies, ad-libs, etc. comes out of this. Music is keyboards, bass, guitars, and drums is for drums. And all three of them come out of what you call a dry mix bus with nothing on it, and that is feeding the main mix bus, which I have the BX Digital version 3, and also the UAD Brainworks bus compressor. And on the post main out, I'm having a L2 running here just so we don't clip stuff, right? So the EQ. Let's play the samba drums here. So I'm rolling off about 130. I pretty much like the balance that the samba drum is doing. What you want to stand out is you choose a song and try to make it stand out, right? This is how you make. For right now, it will be the pluck. That is what is gonna give the track its signature song. Whenever you hear, let's say there's an artist on the song, you'll hear this thing throughout the whole mix. And this is the where the money is. This is the expensive, so this is the sound to focus on. So all I did is roll off about 143. I'm not boosting any highs or anything. I just love the way it sounds, and that's fine with me. The samba. What I'm doing here, I'm using a send. You might call that effects track. I'm using a send, and I'm sending it through the doubler here with the direct signal off. So this is gonna give the drums a little bit more bigger stereo sound in your headphones, right? I turn it off, then the sound kind of gets a little bit mono on, followed by the kick drum. You guys know about particle compression, so I'm not going to get into that. Just roughly sending it through the SSL bus compressor here. Let me pause the reverb channel here, cause you're hearing the reflections from the reverb. So yes, the kick drum, and I'm compressing roughly about 12 dB, and that is coming out of another kick auxiliary track here, and on that I'm taking a little bit of 109 out, about a dB. Rolling off a little bit at 30. This is the before. After. It gives a little bit more punch to it. And the reason why I did that is to let it blend with the bass here. So on your bass guitar, one tip, guys, do not try to boost or try to use that EQ too much boosting frequency on the bass, because bass is all about balance. If you need more low end on your bass, use something like a max bass or a GTR amp. Set it to bass mode, and that will give you good bass harmonics. Because if you start to take your EQ and boost these frequencies, you might have a unbalanced bass. The mid range might be out of phase and stuff, and your mix is gonna sound like it's overdubbed, or it's too much bass in on it. So what I did, I sent it to a bass DI, basically a copy of the bass song running through this amp. So I'm gonna unmute that and let you hear. Right now you're hearing a lot of distortion, but in the mix it blends just fine. So on this sample snare drum here, I don't have any EQ on it. I just leave it where it is since it's a sample. And here we have the guitars, right? So let's talk about the guitar real quick. You can use anyone, a cheap guitar if you want. This one is from the library, Petting House. This is the funk guitar, and I'm running that on Contact 6 here. And you guys want to know where to find all these libraries, you can hit me up on Facebook, and I'll help you out with site to go to get these things. Now, the guitar here, you want the guitar to spread across and make the Soca is well known for its rhythmic guitars. Turn off the inserts here, and you're barely hearing anything. So first of all, I run it through the stamp box here. SSL channel. Boosting a little bit at 8K and doing a little bit of compression. Everything below 100 I don't need, so I roll it off. For more volume, added the NLS. So I'm using the song Toys now as a micro shift for a more wider guitar sound. On top of that, I'm sending it through the reverb with some stereo widening on it, so I get a wider sound. It might sound weird now, guys, but when you blend all this stuff in the mix, it sounds nice and spatial. Here's another send. I'm sending it through the GTR with some phaser effects on it, and I'm sending it through the doubler as well. And check this out. It's not easy to replicate a soca strum, right? We know that the guitar has its groove, but the ghost notes, which is this right here. Let's see if I can solo that real quick. That right there, ghost notes. Just using a sample from one of the other guitars. If I combine that with the guitar, in the mix, you'll hear the completion of it. Then followed by that, which is the sample and the strat, I have another keyboard here which I'm removing the entire middle and keeping the size using center. This is a cushion pad from Expand. That's a secret of how to get pads to swim around the instruments really wide, right? And then of course I had some horn sections. Here's the session horns from the instruments, doing a little bit of intro playing here. Now notice, I'll turn off the EQ and we'll turn on back. I'm going to show you how you can raise volume with EQ, right? Off, on. Now the frequency that's making a difference in this is the 3K. I'm boosting about 2.5 dB and I'm boosting a little bit of 5 dB on 8K. And a little bit of compression as well, bringing in the horns right up in your face, right? That's what we want in this soca song. The rest didn't do much. Have extra hi-hats here, and I have the lead song. I'm using the BX, the UAD style console here. I'm taking out some low end just to get that. Sometimes naturally these songs sound good by themselves. Don't need no other EQ adjustment, right? So that's what I did, and everything, like I said, is running out of my 3 main bus: drums, music, vocals, and on my main chain I have the BX digital here. I have the stereo with pan to about 150, and using the bus compressor. Check it out. I have this strat noise here, and I have it combined with the samba drum, so it makes it sound like the guitar is actually strumming. Without the drums, you're not really getting. So inbox me, guys. Comment, hit me up on Facebook, and we're gonna be keep dropping these videos as long as you guys request it. And let us know whatever help you need in regards to mixing and how you get your music well balanced, bass, whatever it is. We'll see you in the next one, guys.